Hey guys, I just wanted to make a video real quick of the Unit 1 test. This was Unit 1, addition and subtraction. I want you to go ahead and check your answers. They're graded. They've been graded for, a little over a week or so. But this way, if you want to check your answers, see what you missed, you can. I can't, unfortunately, go through individually with you. Even if I was at school, we do it this way. We have everybody check, and I go through them. Even if I was to spend like 10 minutes on every student that I have, it'd be almost 2 to 3 days of material just to go through the test. So this way you can check them and know which ones you missed. If you missed any, if you scored like a 90 and you want to know what you missed, you can do it this way, okay? Nothing to do on this video. You don't have to mark that you watched it. There's no attendance on a Friday. I went ahead and waited till a Friday so that way it didn't seem like it was an assignment video. So nothing to turn in or check, just if you want to check the test. And then your Unit 2 test will be graded shortly. And same thing later, I can post a video on once I have all those in, okay? So let's go through this. That way you can check your answers. 9 plus 2 is 11. Carry the 1. 5 plus 1 is 61. Here's 15. Carry the 1. 17, 18. Carry the 1. Okay. This one you gotta line it up first. And 9, 11, 9. This one's already lined up. 6, 10. Decimal comes straight down. 5 plus 1 is 6, so 16.06. This one you got to line up yourself. The decimals line up. Okay, so the decimals line up on here. So you need a 0 there if you need it. 9, 9, 12, carry the 1. So 22.99. Here's one that you got to line up again. So the decimals line up. So if you need a 0, 0 there, you can put it. 2, 6, 6, and 1. 16.26. This one you gotta line up. The decimal's here on this one, so you put the decimal. And when you go to add, there's zeros here, so it's just, you just bring it down, and then 18. So if you think about it, if you add 18 to this, you're gonna have 18.003. Then you get into subtraction. Okay. First one you don't have to borrow. So 8 minus 5 is 3. 9 minus 2 is 7. Here you do have to borrow. So you make that 15. 15 minus 9 is 6. 3 minus 2 is 1. Here you also have to borrow. So that's 14. 14 minus 6 is 8. Then you got to borrow again, but you're not borrowing to get to here. So when you borrow here, this is going to become a 10 because it's at the end now. 10 minus 9 is 1 and 6. Same thing here. You borrow. This is at the end, so it's 10. 10 minus 3 is 7. 6 minus 1 is 5. Okay, here, same thing. Borrow a 0. And see, you've got something to borrow. So now this is a 0. You don't have to keep, this is not one that you got to keep going over because there was something to borrow here. So this becomes a 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. And now you need to borrow again. So this is on the end now. It's a 10. So that's a 2. It's 121. Now here's one that you got to borrow for this one, and there's nothing to borrow here. So you take it from here. This had a 10 for a second, but now it's a 9. And now this is a 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. 9 minus 8 is 1. So it's 16. Here you borrow. That becomes a 10. You don't need to borrow. Now you need to borrow again. 10 minus 1 is 9. And 5. So 15. 59, 115. 5,915. Same thing with a decimal. Same rules apply. Borrow. 18 minus 9. You have enough for 6 minus 6. And then your 3 comes down. Here you need to line it up. Let me rewrite this one. Minus 2.57. You put some zeros here so you can see. You got to borrow. So that's a 10 now. So that's a 3. 9 minus 5 is 4. 6 minus 2 is 4. And you didn't have to borrow from there. Okay. This one here, put a 0 there. Need to borrow. 10 minus 5 is 5. Need to borrow. 13 minus 7 is 6. 5 minus 2 is 3. And 1 minus 1 is 0. Perimeter, you're just adding up, and you need to know the other sides. So you're adding them all up. 13, 16, 26. And this one's 5 all the way around because it's a square. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, and I added those up, 5, 10, 15, 20. And this one you just add your way around. I start here, 20, 23, 35, 42, 50, 60. Just add your way around. All right, so check your answers. Nothing to turn in or mark that you watched it. You don't have to do any of that. Just check your answers. And if you have any questions, you can email me. And have a good weekend, guys.